Walking into this small North London studio, it's easy to think, nice window, good storage. But where does the bed go? The answer wasn't on the floor. It was up in the unused height above. Today, we'll show you how we reimagined this tiny flat by adding a mezzanine, redesigning the layout, and creating space where it seemed there was none. The studio has a total area of 25 square meters. The existing flat contains a relatively long and narrow kitchen directly to the right of the main entrance, a reception room which is the main living area of the flat and has a full height storage on one wall, and a bathroom in the centre. You enter from the main hall into a narrow corridor. The main living space is on the left side. It has a large window, a sofa, a coffee table and a working desk in the corner. There's a TV on a drawer on the opposite wall and a full-height storage on the right side. You can access the bathroom from the living space, which includes a basin, shower, sink and toilet. The large storage should be sufficient for 1 or 2 people in such a small flat. However, we couldn't see a bed. A Murphy bed might be placed in the wall unit. Walking back, the kitchen is located to the right of the main entrance. It is modern-looking, with a total counter length of 6 standard kitchen units and benefits from a tall window. Currently, the flat has a decent arrangement, but it could be improved with a few changes. It contains a decent-sized kitchen in comparison to the total size of the flat, and it has units on one side, making it quite bright due to the window. It may be too large for the flat with no dining table. The reception room occupies approximately 2/3 of the total floor area and contains both living and sleeping areas. It is rightly located next to the largest of 2 windows. The bathroom is a good size and is situated between the living room and the kitchen, providing separation between the two. The studio has high ceilings above 3 meters and tall windows. There are several solutions. In this video, we'll use the high ceilings to expand the area by rearranging layouts and adding a mezzanine. In the first option, we will keep the existing layout almost intact. We will move the bathroom partitions slightly to enlarge the very narrow entrance hall and allow access from the centre of the flat. Now, the bathroom door does not constrain you, and you can use both reception walls to place furniture. Let's put the sofa on this wall, and a wide-open shelving with a TV on the other side. We will relocate the kitchen to the living room and conceal it within the storage unit. We would use a pivot pocket door for unobstructed access. It will be a small 4-unit kitchen but proportional to the total flat area and allow for some storage. This layout may not be ideal for you if you prefer cooking large meals every day. You could extend wall units to accommodate 1 or 2 additional units. However, we would need to add more deep storage space in addition to the proposed shelving. The bathroom was slightly rearranged by relocating the door. Keeping the bathroom in the same place saves on construction expenses and creates a separation between the new office bedroom and the living area. Where we previously had a kitchen, we will create a small office with a desk positioned next to the window and storage space located below the narrow stairs, which will lead to a double bed on the mezzanine raised above the office. When you enter the flat now, you will notice that the corridor is slightly larger and more comfortable, and you can access the bathroom directly from here instead of the living room. The living room remains the same size. On the opposite wall, you now have an open shelving unit with a TV. We are opting for a foldable coffee table that can serve as a dining table. The full-height storage stayed on the same wall to the right. Moving the bathroom door freed the wall, allowing us to place a larger sofa. The new small kitchen is now hidden inside the storage. As mentioned earlier, if you need a larger kitchen or would like to add a full-height fridge, you can use the storage space to the left. Returning to the entrance lobby, the bathroom is now slightly smaller to accommodate a larger corridor, but it remains fully functional. Where the kitchen was previously located, we placed an office or working space. We added a sliding storage under the stairs leading to the bed above, and an extra wardrobe next to the desk. The space is narrow but bright, and the desk could be expanded to cover both sides of the corner. The stairs to the mezzanine are steep but relatively comfortable, a compromise between proper stairs and a ladder. The mezzanine platform holds a double bed, a small front area, and overhead shelving at the back. It is about 1 metre high. You obviously won't be able to stand, but it is comfortable enough. The window is high enough to be shared between the office and the bed. In the second option, we removed the partition between the bathroom and the living room, and by swapping the bathroom with the kitchen, we created a large central space. The bathroom is very similar in size to the original one. You might want to place it on the left side to connect to the existing soil pipe. The kitchen is tiny, but if you don't cook much, it should be sufficient. However, we made space for 2 full-height standard-size units in the hallway. It can be used for a washing machine, a dishwasher, or a large refrigerator. On the bottom wall, we proposed a deep floor-to-ceiling storage unit, which can be converted into a working space if needed. The living room features a sofa, a table, and a TV in the corner. Similar to the first option, we decided to use high ceilings and create additional sleeping space above. This time you access it from the living room using the ladder that can be slid into the wall storage unit. Upon entering the flat, directly to your left is the living area, with the kitchen located at the entrance. We used the screen to cover the cooking area. On the right you have the bathroom. You should probably flip the door swing so that, in case you accidentally keep the door open, it blocks the view from the main entrance. The main living space is located on the left. It now appears visually larger because the partition has been removed. The kitchen is now open, enlarging the space. We introduced the sliding screen, which will separate the kitchen if needed, but still allows you to access it from the hallway. You could have a TV in a corner. Make sure it's protected from the kitchen sink. You could also have a projector screen. The main floor-to-ceiling storage is on this wall. You can add a home office desk if needed, and with the use of pocket doors, it could be a good space-saving option. The sleeping platform is placed above the main entrance lobby. You can access it by a ladder that slides out from the wall unit, keeping the space open when it's not in use. The double bed, accompanied by a shelving unit at the end for small items, is quite spacious. You can create additional screening from the light in the living space if needed. Let's go to the relocated bathroom. It is now in the corner and benefits from a window. It is slightly wider, which allows us to place a small bathtub. The window and natural light will also enable us to incorporate plants, elevating the space. Redesigning a small studio isn't just about squeezing in more storage or finding a place to sleep. It's about challenging the assumption that limited floor area means limited potential. By working with height, light, and more innovative layouts, a space that once felt constrained can suddenly offer comfort, privacy, and flexibility. Projects like this demonstrate that even the smallest homes can be reimagined entirely when we look beyond the obvious and utilize every dimension, not just the floor plan. Sometimes expanding a home doesn't require more square meters, just a new perspective on the ones you already have. Now, we'd love to hear what you think. Which layout do you prefer? Would you compromise a bit of comfort by moving the bed higher to gain more space on the main floor? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoy projects that transform small apartments, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next transformation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.